Magic has been around forever, and the secrets surrounding this ancient craft are fiercely protected by the masters of the art. But I don't care about that. I'm about to break the magician's code to bring you 10 of the easiest impromptu magic tricks you can pull on anyone, anywhere. Number 10. Use the Force. This simple trick will fool people into thinking you've got the Force. Just place a straw on top of a bottle, and using your magical powers, you'll be able to move the straw without any props or gimmicks. Your friends will think you're a Jedi Master. Now for how this is done. This cool illusion can be performed anywhere you can find straws with paper wrapping. The key is in the unwrapping of the straw. Rip the top of the wrapping off, and as you remove the straw, rub it up and down against the paper. Make conversation with your audience as you do this to distract them from your weird straw rubbing. This will create the static that you'll need to pull off the illusion. Next, grab the bottle and pop the straw on top. Then get ready to use the Force. The static in your hand will pull the straw around in whichever direction you choose without you ever having to touch it. Number 9. X marks the spot. For this awesome trick, you're going to show your audience the top card from your deck and make an X magically appear on it. Then, after they've had a go at trying to rub the X off the card, you place the card in their hand, pinch it between your fingers, and pull the X right off the card. To their amazement, when you flip the card over, the X has disappeared from the card and transported to your finger. To pull off this trick, you're going to need a deck of cards, a double-backed card, and a marker. Draw 2 identical X's on your double-backed card and your finger before you begin. Then you're good to go. To make the X appear, take your double-backed card with the X face down and flip it like this. Place the marked card on top of the deck and get your friend to give the X a thorough rub so they know it can't be wiped off. Next, catch a double lift so you have a normal card and your trick card separated from the rest of the deck, and carefully turn the 2 cards over so you have the normal card face up. Now, take the normal, clean back card and get your friend to grab it while you tug at the edge as if you're pulling the X off. Reveal the X on your finger and watch their jaw hit the floor. And that's the secret to switching the X. Number 8. Balducci Levitation. If you've ever dreamed of flying, you're in luck, because you can do just that with this awesome levitation trick. If performed correctly, your audience will genuinely think you're floating. To do this simple trick, make sure your audience is watching from the correct perspective. Your back heel should be diagonal to your audience. Then it just takes a little bit of balance and acting to make it look like you're floating. As you slowly lift your toes of the foot that's furthest from your audience, your front foot will conceal the movement. It'll look like this if you move your front foot. For another super easy levitation trick that will fool your followers on social media, try out this illusion. Just grab some water and make a small circular puddle on the ground. Stand around a meter behind it and strike a pose. If you get the lighting right, the puddle of water will look like the shadow under your feet. Number 7. The Coin Bender. Next up is a trick that makes the impossible possible. You'll take an ordinary coin like this and use your magical powers to bend the coin right in front of your friend's eyes. You don't need superhuman strength to do this trick, just a bit of preparation and some acting skills. Want to know how it's done? Okay, here's how. The key is having a pre-bent coin ready. So take a coin and 2 pairs of pliers and bend the coin a little off center. At the start of your trick, hide the bent coin in the palm of your hand. Then ask to borrow the same type of coin from your buddy. Hold that coin between the finger and thumb of the same hand that's hiding the bent coin. Then start to act like you're trying to bend it. Now for the tricky part. You want to make it look as though you're tossing the flat coin into your other hand, but actually you're tossing the bent coin. This sleight of hand takes practice, so keep at it. If this is too difficult, you can make the switch under a table, but it won't look as good. Next, pinch the bent coin between the finger and thumb of the hand that it's in now and get ready for some overacting. Wrestle with the coin while slowly revealing the curve in it. Once the trick is complete, you can hand over the bent coin and enjoy a moment of smugness as your friend struggles to do what you just did. Number 6. A smart shuffle. Every magician worth their salt knows a clever card trick or two, and this one is a classic. Get your friend to pick a card before putting the deck back together in what looks like a super complex way. Then, as if by magic, you end up with their card on the top of the pack. Amazing, huh? Well, this trick is pretty easy. Here's what you do. Fan the cards out and ask your friend to select one without showing it to you. Split the deck in two and place one half on top of the card and one half underneath it. Mark the card by placing your pinky finger on top of it when you put the deck back together. Keeping your pinky in place, split the deck so that you're taking some cards from below your card and all the ones above it. Keep a gap in the deck where your card is, then create another split in the top half of the deck, above where your card is. Put the deck back together, ensuring that the last card to be placed down is your card. And hey, presto! It's found its way to the top of the deck. With some practice, you'll get this shuffle looking really clean in no time. Number 5. Disappearing coins. Now for 2 impressive ways to make a coin disappear. This first one is quick and easy. Just toss a coin back and forth and then bam! The coin is gone. To do this trick, keep your palms flat as you toss the coin. Then when you're ready, use your thumb to hold down the coin as you fake the final toss. Close your other hand around that hand and add a bit of magician's flair before slowly opening your fingers to reveal that the coin has vanished. In version 2, you're going to force the coin through your own hand like this, before summoning it back to its starting position. Well, that's what it'll look like you're doing anyway. Start by rubbing the coin into your closed fist with your other hand and reveal that the coin is gone. To make the coin reappear, toss it back from your fist to your open hand and place it back on top of your fist. Number 4. The changing of the cards. This classic card trick is fast, impressive, and pretty easy to master. The idea is to take 3 cards that are all the same and change them to these 3 cards that are totally different from one another. Here's how it's done. Start off by putting the 3 cards one behind the other. The trick to this, trick is to never throw the first card down. To fake this, grip the cards with 2 fingers and your thumb and put a slight bend in the cards. Peel the back card away with your index finger and flick it face down onto the table. Do the same movement with the remaining 2 cards, then slowly turn all 3 over to reveal that they're now totally different cards. Number 3. Repairing a ripped napkin. You can do this fun trick anywhere that has napkins, and it's simple to learn. Simply take a ripped napkin, tap it with your impromptu magic wand, and just like that, you'll magically repair it in front of your friend's eyes. Grab some paper napkins and stash a pencil in your back pocket and you're ready to master this trick. Before you start, take one napkin and squash it into a small ball. Then hold it in your palm so your friends can't see it. Then take another napkin, rip it into small pieces, then squeeze it tightly in the same fist that's concealing the non-ripped napkin. Now grab your magic pencil and deposit the ripped napkin in your back pocket at the same time. Tap the intact napkin with your makeshift wand, say abracadabra, and there you have it. One non-ripped napkin. Number 2. The disappearing finger. The finger disappearing trick is impressive and gross in equal measure, so it'll always get a thumbs up from your audience. All it takes is a magic touch and your finger will be gone. Here's how you do it. Start with one palm face up and the other hand over the top to cover your index and middle fingers. Then simply tuck your index finger under your middle finger like this, and it'll look like it's disappeared. So simple, but so effective. If one disgusting finger trick isn't enough, this pinky bending illusion will definitely be enough to turn your stomach. Hold your pinky in the opposite hand, and as you tighten your grip, click your fingers to imitate a breaking bone. Ugh. Then it's just a matter of bending your finger inward. Don't worry, it'll bend that way without you needing a trip to the emergency room. Number 1. The straw through the arm. This impromptu magic trick will make it look as though you're piercing your arm with a straw, just like this. All you need to turn your friend's stomachs are 2 straws, some scissors, and some tape. Want to know how to do it? Here's how. Take your straws and cut them both in half. Next, cut a slit in one of the halves so you can insert another half inside it to create a retractable effect. This will be the straw you'll use to pierce your arm. Take another half and tape it to the back of your arm so it's stood upright. Then it's all down to the acting. Try and look as though you're forcing the straw through your arm until it finally gives, at which point you can push one half of the straw down into the other. Reveal the back of your arm, and that's it. Have you tried any of these tricks, or do you know any better ones? Let me know in the comments down below, and thanks for watching.